Welcome to this video demonstrating how to manage discrepancy notes in OpenClinica for the NeoCLEAR trial. In this video, I'm going to explain how to search for and display discrepancy notes, how to change the status of discrepancy notes, and how to update and correct data. To view discrepancy notes for your centre, from the home page or the subject matrix, click the Notes and Discrepancies button in the navigation bar. At the top of the page, you'll see a summary table. In the first column, we have what is known as the resolution status. The other columns show us the various types of discrepancy notes, and in the final column, we have the total number of discrepancy notes with that resolution status. Beneath the summary table is a larger table listing all of the discrepancy notes in the dataset for your centre. This table shows you the study subject ID that the discrepancy note belongs to, the type of discrepancy note, the resolution status, the site ID, which is the name of your centre, the number of days the discrepancy note has been open and the number of days since it was last updated, the event name, the CRF name, the entity name, which is the internal ID used within the dataset, the entity value, which is the piece of data that caused the validation to fail, the description, which is the red text that was displayed prior to saving the validation error, and finally the assigned user. As with the subject matrix, you can apply various filters if you're searching for a particular discrepancy note or group of discrepancy notes by using the grey bars underneath the column headers. For example, if I only wanted to see discrepancy notes for a certain subject, I could enter their study number in the grey box underneath the study subject ID, click Apply Filter, and then I'll only see those discrepancy notes belonging to that subject. Similarly, if I wanted to view all the discrepancy notes with a status of updated, I can click the grey box underneath resolution status and select updated from the drop-down list. As you can see, I don't have any discrepancy notes with that status at the moment, so the table would appear blank. So now I've briefly covered the Notes and Discrepancies page, let me demonstrate how to change the resolution status for a discrepancy note. So you can see I have 6 open discrepancy notes, and this one in particular is asking me for a value to the question, what was the date the IVH was last seen on a scan? Let's imagine that I still don't know the value, but I have some additional information that I want to add. In this situation, I can change the resolution status from new to updated. To do that, I click on the View icon over in the Actions column, which is the blue icon with the magnifying glass, and this will open up a pop-up window with some further information regarding this discrepancy note. And to add the additional information, all I need to do is click on the Update Note button, and now I can type in some additional information. The Set to Status drop-down list has automatically selected Updated as the new status, which is what we want in this case. Now I can click Submit and exit the window. You'll notice now in the summary table, the status of one of the new discrepancy notes has now been changed to updated, and within the discrepancy note table itself, you can see that the resolution status has changed from new to updated, and its flag has changed from red to gold. Now let's say I want to change the value for a question within an eCRF. For example, the discrepancy note, how long did the procedure take, minutes is expected to be between 0 and 30 minutes. To do that, click on the View Within Record icon and you'll be redirected to the tab within the eCRF that the question appears on. Here you can see that the value I've entered is outside of the expected range. It's clearly a typo, so I'll correct that and then I'll click Save. When a form has been marked as complete, like this form here, the form is in a status called Administrative Editing. What this means is that if I want to change any data, we must provide a reason for changing the data. So once we've changed a value, you can see a message at the top of the page, similar to when a discrepancy note is raised, and a red exclamation mark next to the question whose value we have just changed. The message states that because we have changed data since the eCRF was marked as complete, we must provide a reason for change discrepancy note for this item before it will allow us to save the new data within the dataset. To do this, simply click the flag next to the question that has been changed, and then click the Proposed Resolution button in the pop-up window. Similar to when we have raised a discrepancy note, you need to enter a description and any additional notes. Note that this time the drop-down for Set To status has defaulted to Resolution Proposed. Once you've entered this information, click Submit and exit. If you're changing the value of multiple questions in a section during administrative editing, you need to do this for every question that is changed. Now that we've added the Resolution Proposed discrepancy note, we can click Save. If we go back to the previous tab, you can see the data has been saved successfully with a green flag indicating that a resolution has now been proposed for the previously blank data. If we exit the form and go back to the Notes and Discrepancies page, you can now see the resolution status of the discrepancy note has changed from New to Resolution Proposed in the summary table, and within the discrepancy notes table itself, you can see that the resolution status has changed from New to Resolution Proposed, and its flag has changed from red to green. Now there are times when you're going to need to resolve a discrepancy note by changing its status to Resolution Proposed without changing the data within the form. For example, I've got a few discrepancy notes here from the parental STI form where I haven't entered some values because they weren't on the paper CRF. So let's say I want to go into the CRF and propose a resolution to say this is correct and I won't receive the data. To do this, we can either click on the View Within Record button, click the flag as before, and propose a resolution without making any changes to the eCRF. Again, we need to enter some relevant information into the description field to explain why we are not changing this data, even though previously it failed validation. We can then click Submit and Exit to save the note just as before. Alternatively, you can do this directly from the Notes and Discrepancy page without the need to go directly into the eCRF. And to do this, you just click the View icon, which opens the same pop-up, click Propose Resolution, enter the description, and then click Submit and Exit. Again, you can see the resolution status of the discrepancy note has changed from New to Resolution Proposed in the summary table, and within the discrepancy notes table itself, you can see that the resolution status has changed from New to Resolution Proposed, and its flag has changed from red to green. So that concludes this data management podcast and the series of training videos for the NeoCLEAR trial. We've looked at how to randomize subjects into the NeoCLEAR trial, how to enter data within OpenClinica, and how to manage that data by changing the status of discrepancy notes and changing the data for a CRF marked as complete. Hopefully, this series of podcasts and the accompanying training exercises will help you to successfully enter and manage data into OpenClinica for the NeoCLEAR trial. Thanks for watching.